Let me tell you a little known tale about Voodoo Week. You're probably asking yourself, like, Zach, whoa, this is a Switch channel. But Voodoo Week actually affects the eShop as well as the world around us. The eShop is a beautiful place, and usually there's a big sale. And sometimes that big sale means if you get one game, you get another at a cheaper discount, but you have to have another game. You gotta buy something to get something. But Voodoo Week shrinks all that down into a very digestible package where you download a free game, you get all sorts of sales. In fact, there are 100 games that are on sale if you download this one free game. The free game is the coloring book. Now, I promise you, this coloring book will not cause any sort of voodoo upon you do, okay? This is a normal coloring book. It's not haunted, it's not possessed, there's nothing like that. It's just a coloring book. It's free and you download it and you unlock all sorts of discounts to a bunch of secretly awesome games that I'm gonna show you my picks today. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Welcome to Voodoo Week. This here video is graciously sponsored by Cubic Games, and I gotta give them a big shout out because they put some bangers on sale on this one. Look, sometimes these sales where you have a game, you get others, like sometimes they don't live up to it. Like, I'll be honest, sometimes they stink. But this one, I looked at the roster and I said, dude, y'all have done it. They got 3 brand new games coming out, but sales on tons more. They got sales on games like Blazing Beaks, a roguelite where you can be a duck, or a parrot, or a penguin. Things with beaks. Who don't love them this time of year? They've got sales on Hong Kong Massacre for 49 cents. It's a game like Hotline Miami set in Hong Kong with a little more zhuzh because you can slide, cartwheel, dive, and slow down time as you take down room after room of angry enemies. We've got Tools Up, where you can repair your house without the stress of actually repairing your house. We've got Golf Club Wasteland, golfing at the end of the world. There's also Hole.io, Paper.io 2, DIY Paper Doll, Arise a Simple Story, Beautiful Desolation, Game Deck, Raft Life, ASMR Slicing, and tons more, building up to a mega crazy Voodoo Week sale where all you gotta do is get the magic coloring book. And you will, I think you'll find that this coloring book enhances your life. You have that on your Switch and things will start to just turn a corner. But wait, there's more. 100 winners will get either free games or an eShop voucher, so you gotta get in on this right away. The coloring book calls you. All you gotta do is click that link and grab that coloring book and get some of the great games like these ones. Now, there are 3 brand new games included. They're actually included as part of this sale. Before I get to those, make sure to click the link in the description down below. Every time you do, it helps out your friend Zach. That's me. What I do here is tough and trying sometimes and really fun most of the time. But every time you click one of these links in a video like this, it does help support the channel and help support what I do and allow me to keep doing this for as long as Furukawa sees fit. Basically, the Switch, it's going. It's going and it's going. And I'm going with it. Whether it's Switch 2, Switch 3, Switch 4, me and Furukawa, we're linked. Just like you and I can be linked with this coloring book. But let's talk about my favorite game of the day, which is Golf Guys. Golf Guys sounds like it's going to be your ordinary average golf game, but Golf Guys actually can be had for $1.79 in this Voodoo Week sale, and it's Fall Guys with golf. You get to do golf mini games as quick as you possibly can, and it is addictive. It is challenging, yes, but it is addictive. They have a lot of different courses, a lot of different games. It's who can get to the hole fastest, first. They have ones where you need to score the most points in target golf, and I honestly loved the heck out of this. I started off horrible, getting eliminated, not qualifying, but then I started to win. And it's a quick way, a couple rounds, and you can be crowned a champion, which allows you to unlock all sorts of loot, customization for your character, the stuff you'd expect from a game like this. But the act of just golfing very quickly is so darn fun. And the mechanic they have of pulling back the stick for a long shot, pushing the stick forward, for a short shot, hitting A right in the middle of the meter to try and get it perfectly straight, or if you want to hook and slice, there's all sorts of platforms, obstacles, sand traps, and more. You got to go quick though. That's what makes this very fun, is like you can't be perfect. You got to go quick. Golf Guys is actually a revelation, and they quickly match you. All the online works really nicely. It is a ton of fun, and I highly recommend you check this one out, especially at $1.79. Like, you absolutely cannot go wrong with Golf Guys, and if you have any interest in golf or just like mini games, boom, right up your alley. We've also got mob control for $1.79. And no, this is not a low hourly wage to try and control the masses. Instead, it's a spin on Clash Royale where you're spawning mobs in different lanes in different areas. And it started out simple, but eventually you got to get very particular. You're facing oncoming waves of mobs and you got to spawn waves of mobs. Characters you can customize, smaller classes, champion classes, and then there's all sorts of multipliers. There's something insanely satisfying about sending your little guy through a multiplier that says 2 times and seeing him split in 2. And then down one that says 4 times. And now it's 2 times 4 for 8. And then maybe an 8 times for 8 times 8 is 64. Yes, I know my multiplication tables. I was top of my class in the 3rd grade. But this game actually continues to deepen and get more and more interesting as you spawn. It's more of a quick diversion type game, arcadey in nature, but I really did enjoy my time with it as well. Last but not least, we have Helix Jump, also for $1.79. And this one starts off seeming easy. That washes away quite quickly. You got to get the ball down the helix, which sounds like it should be no big deal, and it isn't at first. I was a little confused. I was like, what? This is the game? Then they started introducing death tiles. Yeah, there are places where the ball cannot bounce, and it becomes a frenetic fest of trying to go fast and get the high score, but also trying to be good at it. Also trying to be safe and trying to mix and match the difference. Helixing, if you will, a balance between haste and waste. And I think that's one of the most fun concepts you can have in an arcade style game, is trying to go fast while also being accurate. And that's what Helix Jump is all about, because you are spinning this ball very quickly down a raft of all sorts of layers and levels. There are keys to unlock, there are extra power-ups, and there are bonuses for getting through as many layers as possible without touching one. But you gotta bounce the ball. And as the ball bounces, you avoid the red, because the red means you're dead, and you don't want to be dead because then I will be sad. Basically the same, just throw the I out of there. This game, though, is not an I. It is a curvy helix. And it actually is more fun than I totally expected or anticipated. The first few levels, I was like... And then after that, I was like, okay, I was locked in. I was like, nope, don't talk to me. I'm helix jumping. And there's even more titles to explore, and all it takes is one free coloring book. So why don't you download the coloring book on the eShop and have at this sale with all sorts of deep discounts starting at 49 cents. That's about as low as you possibly can go, and there's absolutely some gems in here. Golf Guy says hello. See if you can find me online and beat me. Plus, like I mentioned, 100 winners will get free games or free eShop vouchers, so make sure to click the link in the description down below right now. Get after it and get a little Voodoo week up in your week. The coloring book is waiting for you. And for those of you with a little bit of OCD or ADD like me, let me do a proper intro. I wasn't going to do one, but I'll do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Love you lots. This is SwitchForce out.